Look at this. AJ got the rematch. Yes, we do got the rematch. But it's going to be on my terms, on our terms. We're going to bring it back here in the United States. So that's what apparently Andy Ruiz Jr. said on his Instagram chat, on his live Instagram chat. I don't use Instagram. So I never look at these dudes' Instagrams, live chats or whatever. I don't use Instagram at all. But apparently that's what he said, and I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna post a video of him saying that on YouTube, taken from his Instagram, from his live Instagram, right? But as you can see there, he is saying that he's gonna bring and he said this yesterday. Now, obviously, like last Friday, Eddie Hearn came out and he announced that the fight's gonna be taking place in Saudi Arabia. On Monday, Eddie Hearn did a press conference announcing this fight to be taking place in Saudi Arabia. So we're all thinking, oh, it's gonna happen in Saudi Arabia, 100%. But then Andy Ruiz Jr. comes out and he's acting like it's not gonna happen in Saudi Arabia because he's saying that he's gonna bring it back. Do you see that? He's not acknowledging Saudi Arabia. He's just saying he's going to bring it back here to the U.S. And he says it's going to be on his terms. So he feels that this fight, he wants it to happen in the U.S. I guess he feels because he's the champion and it should be, like he said, on his terms. Because when Anthony Joshua was the champion, he chose to come to the United States. He chose to do it, right? Nobody forced Anthony Joshua to come to the U.S. Nobody forced Anthony Joshua to fight in New York. Anthony Joshua could have defended his unified belts in the UK against Andy Ruiz when Luis Ortiz ducked Anthony Joshua. When Luis Ortiz ducked Anthony Joshua, they could have picked Andy Ruiz and brought him to the UK. But they chose, right? Him as the champion, he chose to go to New York. Why? Because they were trying to, I guess, get him the fans in New York, right? In the United States, America, right? So I guess Andy Ruiz now feels like, hey, I'm the champion. I guess Andy Ruiz doesn't care about the contracts because Eddie Hearn keeps saying contracts. He's obligated because he signed. No matter what he does, it doesn't matter because he signed a contract beforehand, right? But I guess Andy Ruiz doesn't care about that because I guess Andy Ruiz is just thinking to himself, I'm the champion, so just like Anthony Joshua chose wherever he wanted the fight to happen, I'm going to choose wherever I want the fight to happen. And apparently, as you can see, he wants in the United States, but also in Mexico. So, something's going to happen. Something's going to happen because I'm seeing reports where Eddie Hearn is basically saying Andy Ruiz has to honor his contract. He has to honor his contract. Okay? But if Andy Ruiz keeps doing this thing where he's saying, no, we're going to the United States. And another thing, is Eddie Hearn lying? I'm starting to think Eddie Hearn is lying because he said that the Andy Ruiz already signed the contract. He said he already signed the contract. But if he already signed the contract, why is he going around saying, I'm going to bring the fight to the United States? So somebody's fucking lying. Is Andy Ruiz just doing this to, like, make it seem like he's in control? Yeah, I'm the boss, so I'm just going to act like, yeah, I'm in control. But realistically, on the low, he actually already signed the fight to happen in Saudi Arabia? Or is Eddie Hearn just fucking lying and he's acting and he's just lied about Andy Ruiz signing the contract to fight in Saudi Arabia? Either way, something is very fishy about this shit, and your boy Andy Ruiz Jr. does not want to go to the Saudi Arabia. I think he just wants to stay in the U.S. He wants to stay in a place where he feels comfortable. Obviously, he's not from Saudi Arabia either. He's not from the U.K. I just think he wants to stay in a place where he feels comfortable, and that's why he wants the fight to happen in the United States. He grew up in the United States. This is where he lives, so he would probably love it here, right? Anyway, we're going to have to see. I think Eddie Hearn is going to sue Andy Ruiz. That's what I'm saying. I think Andy Ruiz is going to get sued by Eddie Hearn.